Hello, guys. Today I'm going to be talking about the pastor, general overseer of OPM. OPM is a very big church and well-known church in Nigeria. You know, and this man they call Pastor Chibuzo is a philanthropist. Is He's a very nice man that has helped a lot of people. All right. Recently, there's this video that is trending online about a young girl um, who is trying to like destroy the name of the man of God. Okay. Um, First, it was the girl that was murdered in the north. If you guys can remember, the girl that was killed in, I think in Mediguri or something. Her name is Deborah. You know, this OPM pastor uh, took it upon himself and took care of her family. You know, he helped her family and he gave them an apartment to stay. He set them up and, you know, set them up, you know. The woman, he started a business for the mother of the girl that was killed, and the father as well. He helped the siblings, you know, to get back to school, and you know. But at the end, yeah, it ended in scandal. You know, there was a time this family of Deborah came out and said that OPM pastor is no longer paying their rent and all that. You know, they tried to uh, destroy his name. They tried to, you know, belittle him and talk down on his name. You know, that video went viral as well. You know, that was the number one trending video that I watched about this OPM pastor. So the second one was the Happy Boys, those guys that were dancing in the Chicken Republic. You know, they were fired because they were dancing Chicken Republic. You know, and this same pastor, OPM pastor, took it upon himself again. You know, started taking care of the boys. You know, he even sponsored them to Cyprus, you know, for them to further their education. And yeah, after some time in Cyprus, those boys started running their mouth, you know, and they tried to again tarnish the name of the man of God, you know. And now this video that is trending about this young girl that said that the OPM pastor impregnated her, you know, and now she's trying to bring the name of the man of God, uh, she's trying to rub his name on the mud. You know, all these things that are happening, you know, a time will come in Nigeria where even if anyone is dying, nobody will help them anymore because a lot of this man has helped a lot of people, and you know, and he's taking care of a lot of people. If these kind of things continues, um, like all these people coming out try to um, tarnish his image and all that, a time will come it's not going to help anymore because um, somebody cannot be helping people who need help, and at the end uh, they will try to bring the person down, the person that is helping them, they will try to bring him down. So a time will come nobody will want to help anymore. Even it has already started. Like before, when you see somebody on the road begging for alms, you know, maybe for transportation or money to eat, you usually give to the person. But these days they fake it, right? So a time will come when no one will want to help anymore. You know, um, I've seen other pastors too being dragged, like Pastor Suleiman. He's been dragged. He's been people try to tarnish his image as well, and so many other pastors. All right. This young girl that came out and said that Pastor Chibuzo impregnated her. I want us to watch the video, and after the video, then I will tell you my opinion of about this brouhaha. All right, let's watch the video first. Go ahead.
And I was scared at the same time. So I was like, I don't understand. But Daddy, you know, there is somebody I want to get married to, and you're aware. So why are you actually asking me to do something like this? Why will you ask me to do something like this? What will I tell him? He said you don't have to tell him. He doesn't have to know. You just keep it between us. I was like, Even if you're asking me to go into a relationship with you, what kind of relationship exactly? He said I should come on, I should stop talking like I'm a child. Why am I talking like I don't know what I said, no, I don't want to assume. You have to say what you want. So what kind of a relationship are you talking about? He said, okay, since I want him to say it, that he is actually looking for a sexual relationship. I said that you're a pastor. Yes.
By name?
He said that Apostle Chibuzo.
Okay, allegedly.
Yes.
Okay.
He said that after all, he's a man. He has flesh and blood running in his vein. In my head.
He was saying this to you?
Yes. In my head, I was trying to comprehend like where this whole idea or whatever it was coming from. So I told him, I said, what if I say no? What if I say no? I want to say no. I don't want to do it. He said, just know that you cannot say no. You know me already. I do not take no for an answer. In fact, he got angry at that moment and said, why do you even think you can say no? You can't say no. I cannot take no for an answer. Who do you even think you are to want to say no to me? People, you do know how many ladies that are at my beck and calls. But it's just because I can't go to outside to start doing nonsense. I cannot do this because of who I am. This one, a general overseer. I'm bringing myself down to ask you for something like this. And you're saying no. Who do you think you are? You cannot say no. I was like, wow. But I still want to know, what if I say no? Want to come with it? He said, in that case, be ready to leave my house. And if you're leaving my house, don't think that I will let you go just like that. Because I know people will start asking you, because people know I like you very well and that you are my daughter. So if you leave my house without you committing any crime, people will start asking questions. And I know you will talk. So if you leave my house, don't think I'll just let you go like that. To me, that was a threat. It was a threat to me.
Allegedly, if it's what he said, it's a threat, yes.
Yes. So I don't know if I should say I thought about this whole thing. I could not think about it. I just told him that, please, that I wanted to sleep. This thing was on a Saturday evening. I told him, please, I needed to sleep. I've heard you, and I will think about it.
I remember the month.
Sorry?
I remember the month and the year.
This was in 2019, between March and April.
Okay.
Yes. I left his room that day. He was calling me back, and I left his room. I went to my room where we do sleep with other children. I couldn't think. I don't know, like, I did not know what to do at that point, and I was confused.
No.
I tried my best to avoid him throughout that day. Till the next day, we all went to church. I was in church, and he was on the altar preaching. I wasn't seeing him. Everything I was saying was the things he was saying into my head. They keep sounding, they keep coming back, but I was just on my own. I was just there. Nobody knew what I was going through. We came back to the house that Sunday. I tried my possible best to avoid him. And then on Monday, he sent for me.
Oh, no.
On Monday, he sent for me. That the children came, Daddy, Auntie Lovett, Daddy's calling you. What will I tell the children? If I tell them to go and tell him that I'm not coming, what will I be explaining to them? So I just stood up and I went to meet him. He was like, are you still thinking? I'm sure you've made up your mind about this whole thing, that he doesn't know what I'm thinking about. After all, it's not like I'm a virgin. After all, that if I just agree, whatever I wanted, he will give me. Is it house? What is it that he cannot give me? Money. I'm planning for my wedding. He was going to give me the best wedding in Port Harcourt. Was going to do this. He started saying so many things. I was just looking at him. When he finished talking, I asked him, I said, I am aware that if I agree to this, it is going to be a hidden relationship, right? He said, yes. I said, fine. In this situation, what if I get pregnant? He said, is he a child? That he won't let me get pregnant. I said, it's not about being a child. Pregnancy can happen. So if you're saying you won't let me, it's the same thing that you have to use protection. Whatever will happen, if at all anything will happen. He said, but how do I expect him to go and get protection? What will he tell people he wants to use it for? Imagine if him going outside. I said, if that is the case, I will buy it for you. I asked him for money. He gave me 10,000 naira cash that day. And then I went out. I went to everyday supermarkets and I bought him a pack of Durex. Yes.
Durex, that's
Came back to the house. Yes. Came back to the house. Gave it to him. He was just looking at me and I left. So the next day, he was actually still asking. I have thought about the whole thing because honestly, it's not like I haven't been in a relationship, but someone like him, who he is, the threats, the fear. I was not aware if he had a dirty lifestyle I did not know before now. So I did not know what to be scared of. I didn't know, like, my head was full. So when people are asking, did he rape you? So it wasn't a rape. So when I thought about this whole thing, I said, okay. I told him, fine, if this is what you want, no problem. But on one condition, I don't ever want to get pregnant. He said he has heard me. I should stop preaching. That do I even see him like someone who will not be able to take care of his child if anybody get pregnant for him? I said, okay, thank God you're the one saying this. So the relationship started. It wasn't once, it wasn't twice. He kept demanding for sex.
So he had his way.
Yes, he had his way. And at each single time, he refuses to use the protection.
Are you serious?
And I made sure I always reminded him. I said, I asked you to use protection and you're always refusing. He said, I am in his house and I cannot call the shots. I can't tell him what to do in his house. So he called the shots and he decides what happened. And I kept telling him, don't get me pregnant and expect me to go for abortion because I will not. Yeah. I told him this. He said I should stop preaching. I said, no problem. He kept having his way. Now, this whole thing started in March.
When you say he kept having his way, what do you mean by that?
When I mean that, he kept demanding for sex.
Was he? Yes. Did it happen? Did he sleep with you? Did they have sex with you?
And it happened. Yes, he kept sleeping with me without protection.
Okay.
Yes.
Guys, you watched the video. This girl is a betrayer. You have somebody you want to get married to, yet you spread your legs for another man. You are a big betrayer. That's why I always say that all those retired ashawo, most of them they are in the churches. Most of them they are in the churches. What is different between this girl now and ashawo on the street? There's no difference. Any girl that is with a man that has already proposed to you or made his intentions clear to you that they want to marry you, yet you went and spread your leg like River Niger and River Benue for another man to feast on you. You be a shawo, I will tell you that. This young woman, let me tell you something. You had options. Thank God he did not rape you. He did not rape you. You know, before a woman will allow a man to sleep with her, there is process. There is process. You have to take off your clothes, you know, one after the other, before you can actually get inside you. You had options. Even if he had threatened that he's going to do whatever to you, you had the option of running away. You can run. You can run away. So don't come here and be telling us that he threatened you, that's why you agreed to what he said. You don't have to agree. If you agreed to what he said, that means it's in your heart before. Somebody came up to you or called you and told you that, yeah, I want us to be intimate. And you told him that you would think about it. Thinking about it is indirectly agreeing to what he asked for. So don't come here and tell us that is this, is that. You had the option of running away. You can run away and he will not be able to find you. So don't come here and be blabbing and telling us all this kind of crap. We are not kids, all right? Let's say he has done it. Okay, he did it with you. Even Solomon in the Bible had many wives and so many concubines, up to 300 concubines. So I don't understand why you would come online and be saying all these kind of things about the man. Even the person interviewing you, if he was the one, he will fall for it too. He will do the same. Nobody was there when this thing happened. Nobody was there, but I believe that it was in your heart before. Who knows? You probably even seduced him. Nobody knows that. So all these things going on in Africa, the whole of Africa, like pastor did this, pastors did that. You guys better stop all this nonsense because it's getting out of hand. Like I said before, soon nobody is going to be helping anyone anymore. Some of these pastors in Nigeria, they have helped a lot of people. For you to know that how ungrateful people can be, look at the case of Happy Boys. People he sponsored to Cyprus. Even if he had promised you guys that he would be paying your school fees, and something went wrong along the line, so you cannot hustle for yourself. You guys were already in Cyprus. You cannot hustle for yourself to pay your school fees. Rather, you guys came back and started tarnishing his image. You guys better stop all these things, all right? Because whatever you sow is what you're going to reap, okay? And this young girl, if somebody is sponsoring you or somebody has paid you to tarnish his image, you better deviate from such activity, okay? Even if you are not framing, even if nobody paid you to frame him or to tarnish his image, what has happened has happened. And he's in the best position to take care of whatever. If you are pregnant, he is capable to take care of the child. So don't come here and be telling us all those nonsense that you are saying. So the next thing that, even if that thing happened, the next thing you can do is to come online. Couldn't you have just, talked to him one-on-one? I believe if you had talked to him one-on-one, the issue can be resolved. Why bringing him online? You know this man is, people hold him in high esteem in the society. And you guys just want to spoil his name like that. It's not fair. It's not fair. Because if it were you wouldn't allow anyone to spoil your name or tarnish your name because you helped them. All right. So if you are If you are one of those trying to spoil this man, please deviate from it. Otherwise, you will feel the rot in front of you. Okay? This brings me to the end of this video. This is your first time of coming across my video. Please like, comment, share, and follow my page for more videos. I will see you next time on my video. Have a nice day, and God bless.